The purpose of crowd governance through internet is to govern down to 1:10 ratio of decision makers to voters. Such level of detail is beyond most systems, but we need it. Society has turned exponential as of 2020. All left and right has failed as of 2020. Failure means money piled up in banks unused. Unused means no one with time to count it. Unused means no one paying a wage check with it. Unused means no one with time to invest into a project. All left and right has failed as of 2020, with huge amounts of money piled up in banks unused. Rulers of left and right can split a country, 49% to 51%, leaving 49% of the population discontent, because they have no access to decision makers. Access to decision making is more important than dividing a country, and ruling it with 51% and its whims. Ideologies get washed away with access to better ratio of decision makers to voters. In some communist states, high level of access to decision makers runs at about 1:20, or better, which is why they fare economically better and evolve faster. The poverty of a country can be measured by ratio of people versus access to decision makers, as well as ratio of mean to average wealth. The larger these ratios, the poorer the representation, and the more people that are cut off from getting their local issues serviced. Before 2020, this issue did not matter much as all economies evolve linearly, as per technological singularity curve measurements. After 2020, society became exponential, and everything changed. Anything that takes representation hostage, where a minority rule over huge numbers of the majority, with low representation, will lead to exponential disaster. It won't matter what high ratio supporters say, their flock will become exponentially poorer while societies with 1:10 ratio outstrip them exponentially daily. The most remarkable thing about the technological singularity curve is that it does not change due to World War I and World War II. We urgently need to recalibrate our thought processes to absorb this detail. What it means is that wars are not important except for those who conduct them. The rest of the world ignores them and succeed. Kings, queens, military, politicians, the rich, the media, the powerful, all leave no fingerprints in history. That must be hugely embarrassing to those in power and to historians. But it is fact, so says big data. Those that leave lasting fingerprints in society are the geeks that empower us every day and lifts us up every day. Geeks need to roll out cheap crowd governance tools, and take them everywhere until society itself changes. Putting a mobile phone in the hands of a villager in deepest darkest Africa, technologically empowers that person to be as powerful as any president 20 years ago. It is the geeks that make this equality happen, not politicians. And soon the geeks will gift us with universal basic income, UBI. As we become more equal, our collective basic individual demands become louder, and overall less easy to accommodate with just one political system, with one political viewpoint. What this will do is lead to ever more smaller political parties, all trying to take control of a country, to rule a whole country with a minority ideology that the majority does not support. We are already seeing this across the globe. This cannot and will not go on forever. The only way out of this problem is to move society into crowd governance, for which the core technologies such as web, mobile phones, internet, wiki, etc. exist. Eventually crowd governance through internet will replace all forms of government. All left and right will fail. It will all be just washed away. In the chaos, what everyone needs is guidance. We don't need microphone warriors or keyboard warriors to dictate terms or amplify fake concerns through high representation ratio controls. The setting up of infrastructure for crowd governance, its leadership and guidance, does not require elections and referendums. It can just happen as more people use it across their lives.